Alright, so we're on this 2006 Toyota Corolla, and we're going to be going through different sensors and component locations.
So here on this engine, we have a bunch of stuff. One of the first things is the knock sensor, which is located right behind the runners here. You can't really see it. And then our crankshaft position sensor is also in the front, right down here by the oil filter. And next we have our camshaft position sensor, which is over here next to the coolant temp sensor. So they're all kind of in conjunction. Our MAF is here, and the throttle body here has the throttle position sensors as well. And for the most part, that's what we got here.
So now we're going to take a look at the fuel pump and the fuel pump filter located under the seat cushions. Take this thing off, and they're right here. Filter's usually built into it. The fuel pump's right here, and it's the fuel pump relay for reference is under that dash. This is the first blue one. Alright, so under the dash here on the passenger side, we got two ECM, PCM, whatever you want to call them. I don't know why they're hanging here, but they're right here. You got all the wires to them. You go to all the different sensors.
So in conclusion, this is mainly all of the main components on this vehicle that we covered. There are more, but for the this is all we got.
So we're back on the 06 Corolla. Here I've listed all of the pinouts for the PCM. Yeah, we got the pin number, the wire color, the circuit description, and the specified condition for about 14 different pins. And we're going to test the voltage on each of them to see if they meet the specified condition. To find them, we're going to go to the connectors and use this as a reference for all the different pins. Okay, so the first pin I'm going to be testing on the PCM is the L shift position switch signal, and we should be seeing 10 to 14 volts at the L position and below 1 at anywhere else except the L. So right now we're at 2 position and we're seeing 0 volts, and then now shift it down and seeing about 12.6 volts. So now I'm going to do the test. The same test, same thing, 2DR these are the expected values if you want to stop and see, and then I'm going to show each one being tested. All right, so now we have the 2 position. It's in the L right now. We're seeing 0. Shift it to the 2. Oh, there we go. We should be seeing 12.6. Okay, so now we're doing the D position. Right now we're in the 2. We're seeing 0, under 1, shift, drive, seeing 12.6. All right, so now we're on the R position. We are in the D position right now. We're seeing under 1 volt. Shift it into the R, and now we are seeing 11.55, which is still in the 10 to 14 range. So the next pin that we're testing is the stop lamp switch signal. Depressed, it should show 7.5 to 14 volts, and released, it should show below 1.5. Right now it's released. It's showing 0, so below 1.5. Go ahead and press it. Press down. We're seeing around 12 volts, so it's in the right range. All right, so the next one that we're testing is the park neutral switch, which if it's in the P or N position, should be below 2 volts. And if it's outside of the P or N position, you see 10 to 14. So right now, let's put it in neutral. We're seeing under 2 volts. Put it in drive. We're seeing 12 volts, normal reading. All right, so the next pin that we were testing is the SL solenoid signal. With the car just on, it should be below 1 volt. With it driving under lockup range, it should be 10 to 14. However, we're in a lab, so I don't really see how we can get up to lockup range. So right now, with it just on, we're seeing under 1 volt. Now we are measuring the SLT solenoid signal, which with it on, it should just be always 10 to 14 volts. You have it in there, and we are getting around 12.7. So that is in the specified range.
So now I'm gonna try and cause the throttle position PID. So I got my stuff set up here. Go over to our engine. There it is. I'm gonna pull it out, see what it does. Clearly not very happy. Check engine light is on. Here's confirming we have our PIDs. We got 3 of them. All throttle position sensors. Since I pulled this cord here, we threw 2 codes. Code 0123, circuit high, and code 2135, difference in correlation. If you come over to our computer, you can see that code P0123, reading 4.5 volts or more. And so if we come over here again, and we read it, it should read higher than what that number was saying. See, 5 volts, which is why it threw the code. So now I finally got this code. To achieve that, I took the 6th one, grounded it, threw the code, and now I'm reading almost no volts, 0.9 millivolts. And I threw that 3rd code there.